The ground beneath us feels solid until it isn't. When the earth shatters, entire cities are reduced to rubble in seconds. Today, we bring you the most terrifying earthquakes, sinkholes, and land collapses ever recorded on camera. Stay till the end. You won't believe number 6. This was the moment a 9.1 magnitude earthquake struck Japan in 2011. Triggering a devastating tsunami and causing buildings to sway like trees in the wind.
何これ何これ何これあれ何これ
In 1994, Los Angeles woke up to chaos. When the Northridge earthquake sent shock waves through the city, collapsing freeways and destroying homes.
This is what the earthquake did to the 14 freeway at Interstate 5. The road was ripped apart and tossed to the ground. A Los Angeles police motorcycle officer on his way to work flew off the edge of the broken freeway and died. Just north of there, near Valencia, another freeway overpass on I-5 gave way, almost taking this tractor-trailer with it. A close call for the driver. In Granada Hills, a Kaiser Permanente office building collapsed. A witness says he saw the building sway and then the walls fell down. No one was in it. And just a few feet away is a hospital which was full of patients, and fortunately, no damage there. A row of office buildings was destroyed by fire in Sherman Oaks, and the Santa Monica Freeway took a deep dive at La Cienega. That's just southwest of downtown LA. A good stretch of the freeway is closed. Dozens of mobile homes burned to the ground in Sylmar. The culprit in this case, gas leaks triggered by the earthquake. Gas explosions caused a number of fires. Here in the middle of this Northridge Street, 30-foot-high flames shot out of a broken gas pipe. At the same time, water flooded the street because water mains had ruptured and the street caved in. The campus at Cal State Northridge took a big hit. Fire broke out in a science building, and toxic fumes forced an evacuation of part of the campus. And the columns holding up the roof of the school library building collapsed, and so did a huge parking structure. Also in Northridge, at least 15 people lost their lives when the earthquake jolted the top floors of an apartment building, and they fell down and crushed the first floor. Rescue crews spent much of the day looking for survivors. Close by, another dramatic rescue effort at the Northridge Mall. A night watchman was badly injured when the parking garage gave way, and he was in it. Someone heard him yelling for help, and hours later, crews pulled him out. People didn't want to be inside today, so they brought their blankets and families to local parks where they waited out the aftershocks and tried to feel safe. Liz Purcell, News 8.
The 7.8 magnitude Nepal earthquake of 2015 reduced ancient temples to rubble, with aftershocks so powerful they were felt across India and China.
Get on here!
Turkey's 2023 earthquake left entire apartment complexes in ruins.
Obliterated by some of the worst earthquakes in a century.
With shocking footage showing buildings crumbling within seconds.
Bizler şu anda vatandaşları da görüyorsunuz. Deprem oluyor gene. Kaçıyor. Arkadaşlar. Gazda arama kurtarma çalışmalarına doğru giderken 2 defa yüksek şiddette bir artçı sarsıntı meydana geldi ve hemen sol tarafında gördüğünüz bina yerle bir oldu. Yine toz duman içerisinde.
This terrifying moment from the 1985 Mexico City earthquake shows the ground rolling like waves as people desperately try to escape.
La prioridad en este momento es continuar el rescate de quienes aún se encuentran atrapados y dar atención médica a los heridos.
Se cayeron edificios.
Salgan, que te salgan, te va a caer, te va a caer. Dios mío, Dios mío, Dios mío.
When the earth swallowed everything, sinkholes. A peaceful morning in Guatemala turned into a nightmare when this giant sinkhole, nearly 200 feet deep, swallowed an entire intersection.
The gaping hole is 66 feet wide and 100 feet deep. Geologists say its shape suggests a cave formation underneath.
Annie, get mom. This is incredible. This is freaking amazing. Wow. I'm gonna go down there and just awesome. Oh my gosh, the guy just fell in there! Oh!
In Florida, a man was sleeping when the ground suddenly collapsed beneath his home.
Now to the town of Seffner, Florida, near Tampa, where last night the earth opened up, as it does increasingly and thousands of times every year in this country. This time it swallowed a 37-year-old man as he slept in his home. Our report tonight from NBC's Gabe Gutierrez.
The sinkhole devoured his entire bedroom, never to be seen again.
This is our first look at the massive sinkhole that swallowed up 37-year-old Jeff Bush while sleeping in his bed. Look closer. Authorities tell ABC News the sinkhole, about 30 feet wide and 100 feet deep, could well extend underneath the two neighboring homes, both less than 40 feet away.
This shocking moment from China shows a sinkhole opening up in a busy shopping street. Just watch as pedestrians scramble for safety. A massive sinkhole in Russia consumed cars parked along the road as if they were toy vehicles. This terrifying footage from South Korea shows an entire bus disappearing into the ground within seconds. Mountains that moved, deadly landslides. This horrifying landslide in Washington state wiped out an entire community in seconds. Burying homes under tons of mud and debris. In Indonesia, torrential rains triggered a landslide that buried an entire village. Rescue crews worked for weeks to find survivors. Watch as this Peruvian mountainside suddenly crumbles, sending a wall of rocks crashing into a nearby town. This road in Taiwan looked completely normal until the entire hillside collapsed onto it.
The landslide was triggered by a 7.4 magnitude earthquake that struck the east coast of the island on April 3rd. Several people have died and more than 100 buildings were damaged in the quake.
Burying everything underneath. A terrifying moment caught on camera. A mountainside in China collapsed onto a group of hikers, leaving them scrambling for their lives. Earthquakes that triggered tsunamis. A powerful earthquake off the coast of Sumatra in 2004 triggered a tsunami so massive it claimed over 230,000 lives across 14 countries.
I know, I can see it. That wave is a good 15, 20 feet tall. Easy.
The terrifying aftermath of Japan's 2011 earthquake. Streets turned into raging rivers as tsunami waves crashed through entire neighborhoods.
I'm gonna go under the desk.
March 11th, 2011. A magnitude 9.0 earthquake strikes Japan.
Oh my God, the building's gonna fall.
Tsunami, yeah, we're leaving. Where do we go?
Go to the hill.
Where do we go?
Half an hour later, a massive tsunami slams the country's northeastern coast. Leaving an unprecedented catastrophe in its wake.
Alaska's 1964 Good Friday earthquake. Triggered one of the tallest tsunamis ever recorded, over 100 feet high. The 2018 Indonesia tsunami came out of nowhere. Destroying beachfront resorts in minutes. The shocking footage was captured by tourists running for their lives. In 2010, Chile was rocked by an 8.8 magnitude earthquake. Shortly after, a tsunami swept away entire coastal villages.
The blare of the tsunami sirens. People running out of this pharmacy, some holding children, bottles tumbling from the shelves. A mass evacuation of nearly 1 million people, fearing a destructive wave in the wake of the powerful 8.2 magnitude quake. The injured brought to this hospital.
From earthquakes splitting cities in half to sinkholes devouring entire buildings, these moments prove that the Earth is more powerful than we ever imagined. Which disaster shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you love crazy natural disaster videos, make sure to subscribe for more.